Okay, so in Parasha Vaera in the Torah, in the book of Shemos in Exodus, Hashem says to Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our rabbi, our teacher, Moses, your forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob knew me by the name Kel Shaddai or El Shaddai. They did not know me by the name ykvk. Problem. The word was used in Bereshit in Genesis, so they they did know that word. So, what was God trying to tell Moses? They didn't know me by that. So, the commentators say in the Torah that El Shaddai, essentially, this. Let me read you the commentary from the Art Scroll Chumash. Okay, God's names. As is well known, God's various names represent the different ways in which He reveals Himself. He reveals Himself. So essentially, God's names in Hebrew are not just um, the way He interacts with us. So the names used here represent differing ways in which God revealed Himself to the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And to Moses. Moses had the revelation of Hashem, which is ykvk, God's highest manifestation, yet he questioned his ways. While the patriarchs had maintained their strong faith, even though God had revealed Himself to them only with His other name, El Shaddai, which the latter name, Shaddai, derives from the word sufficient or enough, and donates God as the one who sets limits on creation by establishing the laws of nature. The limitations within which the universe functions. Also, it represents God's establishments of limits to the success one enjoys and the suffering he must endure. By comparing the revelation of Moses with that of the patriarchs, God was chastising him for his insufficient faith. Ramban contends that El Shaddai describes God when He performs miracles that do not openly distort the normal course of nature. So, um, so essentially, what we get from this is when we see El Shaddai, um, God, El Shaddai is God performing miracles that do not uh, involve God bending nature to His will. They don't involve Him overriding the laws of nature. Yud K Vav K is the name that Moses was going to experience. The forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, knew that name. They just didn't get to see it in action. They didn't know its true meaning, its essence. So Yud K Vav K is God's highest name. That name is the name God used to override nature. You know, Yahweh, Yeh, God was, is, and will be. That essence is God's way of performing miracles that override Mother Nature. And that's what the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they didn't get to experience that. So that's what it means they didn't know me by that name. Doesn't mean they didn't know the word, it just means they didn't get to see that essence of me in action the way you're going to see it. So I hope that helped.